All right, here we go. How to get jacked as fuck. What should you do in trading? That's everything you need to know. Now, we're going to go through the goal of training, why athletic makes you athletic, strength against hypertrophy, which one should you do first? The age old question. So, as you can see, I've got to learn to get this fat head out of the way. Hold on, lads. Here we go. That's better. Okay, why do we train? Well, we train to become a lean, mean machine. We don't want to be massive bodybuilders that just get up and, they go up two sets of stairs and they're gassed. They're massive, but they're gassed out easily. And we don't want that, do we? We want to become lean, mean machines with wicked endurance, pound for pound strength, because quite frankly, the heavier you are, the stronger you'll be. We don't want that. We don't want to be 200 kilograms, fat as fuck, but still strong. Want to be lean, mean, and with great strength relative to our weight. And we also want to be jacked. Like this gentleman over here, Carl Dake, who is a wrestler who's 79 kilograms, and he would manhandle anyone 100 kilograms, 110 kilograms, who's a bodybuilder and untrained, because he's got wicked strength. Edward Paulo Costa, who is a middleweight in the UFC. Now, a bit of a slide there, some athletic equals aesthetic. Okay, I got this picture wrong, so I'll just read out what it says to you later. As you can see, these are two gentlemen over here. This is Tristan Tate. This is me. Both about the same size, to be fair. But you don't have to be a professional athlete to train like one. That's the whole concept of athletic training. Athletic training makes you not only look better, but you move better, you feel better, and your all-round function far better. Far, far, far better. And that's the point here. We want to actually feel good on top of looking good. And like I said, athletic training leaves you ripped, strong as fuck, you're fit as fuck, and, well, there's a bit of censorship here, but let's say you get heads turning, you have eyes popping, and you get those panties fucking dropping, right? So the most important muscles here, contrary to what people believe, it's not a six-pack, it's not your chest, it's not even having big legs or big arms. They're your shoulders and your back. Now, your shoulders just fill out those sleeves at the top and just give you that wide, bouldery look. And they're also a big muscle group, which are important and used in pretty much everything. And your back. The trick about the back is the wider your back, the more narrow your waist looks. So you don't actually have to go in a crazy shred to look a lot leaner if you've got a wider back. So bear that in mind, shoulders and back. Now, as you can see, we're going to discuss whether you get stronger or you get bigger first. Now, let's look at the definition of strength. Strength is the amount of force you can produce in any direction. That's it. Basically, how much force you can produce. And the focus here will be mechanical tension, aka the load that you're moving, the resistance, the weight. Hypertrophy is an increase in tissue size or organ or muscle, as you can see here. It's just basically getting bigger itself, but not necessarily getting stronger. And there's no real need for maximal load or weight to get bigger muscles in this case. So as you can see, this man, Jordan Burroughs here, is significantly smaller than this man, Ronnie Coleman. But when it comes to relative strength, Jordan Burroughs is faster than Ronnie Coleman. Apologies, there's a bit of a Google Calendar notification in the background telling me to get this done. Get your shit together. But as you can see, he's clearly bigger, and he would be stronger absolute strength-wise, because he is heavier. But this man, Jordan Burroughs, who is a two-time Olympian and a gold medalist in freestyle wrestling, would ragdoll Ronnie Coleman, because his absolute strength is absolutely freakish. No pun intended. So the whole concept of why we do strength work before we do hypertrophy is that stronger muscles become bigger muscles. So get that strength work first. Now, as a bonus, it's all good talk about programming and what you should do first, but we got to know how to actually program. So, because you guys have watched to the end, I'm going to give you a bonus tip here on how to build incredible programs with eternal lasting results. Now, if you look at here, this is going to be your macro cycle and then your meso and your micro cycle. So it's like economics. Macroeconomics is your economy as a whole. Macro cycle is your training plan as a whole. So if you've got a 16-week plan with a specific goal at the end of those 16 weeks, that's going to be the aim of your macro cycle. But we don't think in terms of 16 weeks. You need to break it down to make it easier. Then we're going to have mesocycles, where I constantly talk about having blocks. 4 blocks of 3 weeks, 3 blocks of 4 weeks. Those blocks are your phases where you're working on something like strength or hypertrophy, power, endurance, etc., etc. Those are your mesocycles, where you've got phases. And then your microcycle is the smallest unit of the lot, which will be your week. It's normally 1 week. So how many sessions you're going to do in a week, what the objective is for that week goes. So any program which is going to be effective goes from minimum 8 weeks to about 16 weeks for you to actually see good results. You've got to have a structured program across 8 to 16 weeks. Now, obviously, you're not going to be thinking about what to do in 16 weeks. To keep you engaged, the human mind can't look at 16 weeks. You've got to break it up into smaller chunks. What we're going to have is your mesocycle. We're going to set a phase for each mesocycle. So let's say I say strength work before hypertrophy. You're doing an 8-week plan. You want to get bigger in the end. What we're going to do is for that first mesocycle, first 4 weeks, we're going to focus on strength work, which will see us doing maximal loads for about 3 to 5 reps. Then we're going to be looking at hypertrophy for the next mesocycle, where we start to put up the reps, get a bit more volume in, eat a bit more, and then get the goal of packing on that mass. So again, like I said, it's important to understand your 3 M's, macro, meso, micro. There is a trick that you can do to make the microcycles as effective as possible. But if you want to know more about that, then you can sign up for a free strategy call and we can discuss any programming issues that you have. But gents, thank you very much for watching. That is today's summary. It's a bit shorter than the other ones, but that is your comprehensive guide to training in your body recomp, answering certain questions, give you the guide to go forward, and hopefully, as usual, you found value in this. Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Stay strong, stay safe, and always have a fucking crack at it. Boom!